Hey guys, it's Coco. I thought I would do a movie review for you today. The movie that I've got here is In Education. This movie I saw for the first time about a year ago and I love it. I think it was the first movie I saw with Carey Mulligan in it, or the first one that I took notice of her in it. The first movie I saw Peter Skarsgård in, and they're the two main characters, Carey Mulligan and Peter Skarsgård there. Who is not related to Alexander Skarsgård. Though, Stellan Skarsgård is Alexander Skarsgård, so many Skarsgårds, father. Just fun fact. This movie, it was written by Nick Hornby, who wrote About a Boy, which is one of my other favourite of all time movies. And I just love it. It's this great coming of age almost kind of movie. Carey Mulligan's character, Jenny, she's 16. She's set as a 16-year-old schoolgirl, and it's set in this time, which I think it's about the 40s or 50s. Oh no, it's not, 61. Oh, my bad. Set in the early 60s, where there's still quite an emphasis on young girls getting married, and that's kind of what they do. And there's this great line where she got into Oxford, and then she met this guy who's a bit older than she is, and he's a bit of a dodgy character, but I'll get to him later. Anyway, she gets into Oxford, and then she meets him, and her dad's like, oh, she doesn't need to go now because she's already found a husband. The point of university is to find a suitable husband. So and I love that with all kind of anything that's set in not now, the way that they kind of it's very blasé and saying how women are just insignificant and not important, and not what they do isn't important. It's all about the man, and it's about meeting the man, and that's nothing new. You probably already knew that. Anyway, so she meets David. Yeah, it is David. He's in his sort of early 30s, which 16, early 30s, I'm in my 20s, and someone in their 30s, I would be like, oh. And he I think he does kind of fall for her a bit, but he definitely he knows how to work the situation with her parents, and she just definitely, I mean, it's a lot of, she loses her honor, and she gets kicked out of school because she's sleeping with this older guy, and then they're gonna get married, and then spoiler alert, she finds out he's actually already married and has a child. And when she goes to the house after she finds out, and the wife is just like, oh god, you're younger than the last one. The wife obviously knows that this is a thing that her husband David does, and she's the wife is there with the child, and it's just this heartbreaking naive moment where she just got completely taken advantage of. She threw away her her entry into Oxford, and she can't, at school she just is just didn't work out, and her her headmistress, the one who kicks her out, is Emma Thompson, and Emma Thompson's, anything she's in is always good. So I highly recommend this movie. I think if you guys haven't seen it, you should totally watch it. It's not super long. How long is it? Yeah, it's only an hour and a half. It's not one of those, I don't know what's up with movies these days, it's prerequisite to be 3.5 hours long. I don't know. I think Peter Jackson screwed everybody else up. In terms of epic movies, good call. In terms of just I don't know, regular movies, it's they all have to be really long now to be considered a movie. I don't know, it's weird. I don't, whatever. So this is good. It's it's succinct, it's concise, it's just everything British about it. It's got moments of humour and that very kind of witty British, I don't even know how else to explain it, as British humour. I mean, not the Monty Python kind of humour, it's just very subtle but very effective. Dominic Cooper is in it. He plays David's friend and kind of partner in crime. They are definitely quite dodgy. They're kind of, their job is basically buying things cheap off people who don't realise that their assets are worth more, and then selling it off above. It's finance. Nah. But it's he's not a nice person really. Deep down he's a bit of a douche. It's got other great British actors and actresses in it. Alfred Molina, who plays Carey Mulligan's father. He's been heaps of stuff. I think he played like Dr. Octavius or whatever in the original Spider-Man series. Not the new ones, the old ones. And also, okay, I have to say this now that I remember it. So the other day I was watching Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, and Tobey Maguire plays this kind of like cameo role in it. He's like a hitchhiker. Anyway, like not important. So it's like Johnny Depp and Tobey Maguire in that. And then in another movie, The Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus, Johnny Depp's in that as well, and so is Andrew Garfield. And I was like, it's like this weird, like, I'm sure this is something that happens all the time, like actors. Oh, and I've got another example as well that I can tell you about. This is the first one. And then they both end up playing Spider-Man. And it was almost like this, okay, so like Johnny Depp and Tobey Maguire and Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, and then Tobey Maguire was Spider-Man. And then like 10 years later, Johnny Depp and Andrew Garfield in this other crazy movie, The Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus, and then Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. Crazy. And then the other weird one was, I love the series Sherlock, the BBC series. Maybe I'll do a review on that soon, because I do love those shows. Anyway, Benedict Cumberbatch is the guy who plays Sherlock in that, and he was in this play at the National Theatre in London, which it was like this big, it was a huge production. I saw it, they like filmed it and showed it in theatres. I saw it at Rialto a couple of weeks ago, and the guy who plays the play is Frankenstein. I don't even think I said that. The play is it's a reinvention of the Frankenstein, the Mary Shelley Frankenstein story. And so you've got Dr. Frankenstein and you have the creature. And you have, in this play, you've got Benedict Cumberbatch and Johnny Lee Miller. And what they do is each night they switch characters. So one night Benedict Cumberbatch will be the creature and Johnny Lee Miller will be the doctor, and then the next night they'll switch. And in this other weird twist of like from the grave fate, Mary Shelley headfuck, Johnny Lee Miller is now in this new American version of Sherlock Holmes, and he plays Sherlock. So they both play Sherlock, and then they both play alternating characters in this play. It's weird. But this American version of Sherlock, it looks really interesting. Like, I normally am really kind of anti-American versions of like other shows, like or like other, like they do it all the time, and they tend to do it quite badly, like Skins, and I think they did like a Kath and Kim and Selma Blair, wasn't it? I never saw it, but I heard that was a thing. And like Death at a Funeral, like the list could go on. But anyway, this version actually looks kind of cool. It's like a modern setting. It's like Sherlock Holmes in Manhattan, and Dr. Watson is played by Lucy Liu, which is cool. It's just totally like this kind of invention of, like, why does Dr. Watson have to be a man? Like, why can't the sidekick be a woman? So I think she's going to bring all her sass that I know she will, her Charlie's Angel badassness. I'm looking forward to seeing that when it comes out here, or when I can get hold of it somehow. Anyway, that was totally unrelated to the original topic in education. Really, really good. Really highly, highly, highly recommend. It was made in like 2010, I think. So it's quite new. I'd say most DVD stores will have it. I got this one, I bought it from Civic. You can see from down there. Or I'm sure you could buy it off iTunes. I haven't actually checked that. Bad research. But yeah, it is like a festival kind of a film. It's a bit yeah, I think most places will have it. So yes, do leave a comment down below. Let me know if you've seen it, if you liked it, if it was your thing, if it wasn't, or if you know anything else similar that you think I should see, that maybe you want me to do a review on. I think a lot of the reviews I will do won't necessarily be of new movies. It's some of the blockbuster ones totally, or stuff that if you guys want me to review it for you, I totally will. A lot of stuff that I'll do will be stuff that I've seen that was will all probably be older, that I just think you guys should see. And if there's something that's really really super super hyped, that everyone's like, oh my god, I love it, it's amazing, you have to watch it, and then I'll watch it, and if it's crap, I'm gonna tell you guys. So I can do stuff that comes out and let you know yay or nay, if you'd like me to. But heaps of it will be kind of more obscure stuff. Well, not obscure, but like stuff that isn't like the mainstream blockbuster movies that I just think will enrich your life and give to you as it has to me. So I will share those with you, and hopefully you'll be able to get your hands on it somewhere. Anyway, have a good day, guys. Please take a moment to subscribe to my channel, whichever side the button is on. And I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye!